My name is Alexandra Beich, but you can call me Alex. Music has always had a special place in my heart ever since I could remember. I'm thrilled that I took this passion to post-secondary by studying classical saxophone here at the University of Windsor. But honestly, classical sax is just a small fraction of all the musical things that I love. I think I gravitate towards R&B, rap, and jazz more, but I do enjoy playing and listening to all different kinds of music. My musical journey began very young. My earliest memories are of putting on little shows for my family or begging my mom to drive the long way home so I could listen to another song. Being so young, I enjoyed music in the most instinctual manner. I never thought about what it meant, only how great it felt sticking my head out the window singing Sweet Caroline. It's a feeling I love to revisit, especially when music gets serious and analytical. I love to remind myself of that inexplicable joy that I feel in my heart when experiencing music. Growing up and moving on to grade school, I was able to embrace this love of music because of my very first music teacher. She gave up all of her lunches to teach, but mostly to let us practice and discover music on our own. I spent practically every recess in there, transcribing tunes on saxophone, learning how to sound better, branching out to new instruments like piano, drums, or even singing. There was very minimal instruction during these times, just an opportunity to discover. Personally, I found this method of teaching extremely effective, especially in the early stages of formal music education. These stages should be filled with lots of exposure to music and opportunities to try making music on our own. This heightened interest on a personal level for me. Moving on to grade 9, I had another music teacher who provided me with all the basic musical information, stuff I never even considered before though. I remember our first class we listened to Frank Sinatra sing Fly Me to the Moon. Together, we wrote out all the elements of music and learned how to analyze the basics of what we were hearing. This teacher helped me raise my degree of understanding for music. Now, with all this context, my appreciation for the music I was making and hearing grew stronger. The next notable step in this musical journey I'm taking you on is when I began playing with extremely talented individuals, or even just had the chance to hear them. I'm not joking, a pianist from my high school is at Juilliard right now. But my initial shock was when I had the chance to play in my high school's wind ensemble. All the older kids were super talented compared to me. This drove me to work harder. But once I was in grade 12, I joined Bob Fazikash's honor jazz band, and although I was senior to most of the high school players, I was not the best one in that room. But that felt really good because, well, I didn't want to be the best one in that room. I wanted to seek new challenges for myself, and that was the place to do it. This is just like being a little fish in a big pond. Whenever I join a band for the first time, I need to work hard so I can match the caliber. Don't get me wrong, my high school music teacher presented the band with quite difficult pieces. I still had challenges left for me in wind ensemble, but it did become a comfortable place for me. So when I joined the jazz ensemble, it felt completely refreshing, and I was once again a little fish in a big pond. I feel like this continues when you go to high school and then you transfer to university and so on. You need to continually improve. My high school music teacher used to always say that you do not want to be the best guy in the band. Then you know that you're not learning or improving. So in retrospect, my musical journey so far can be broken down into 3 stages. 1. Experiencing music at its face value. No deeper meanings or anything, it was just something I did and something I loved. My music teacher at the time nurtured this and let my musical interests flourish. So next, I was finally provided context and information. I could put into words what makes me love a piece of music so much, or understand a composer's intention. I was able to explore more sides of music rather than only how it sounded. And finally, I had the opportunities to challenge myself, joining new bands and practicing to advance in my musical career. The bands are my favorite part, and that anxiety combined with excitement for a performance is definitely something I've been longing for during quarantine. So moving forward, I'm hoping to keep improving my musical abilities and appreciation in university, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that we can all play together sometime too. Thank you so much for watching.